Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast. This is episode 276. Tonight we're going to be talking about Waymo launching in a few more cities. Lyft is boosting college rides, and Uber is betting on AI. For all things gig economy related, you can go to our website at gigeconomyshow.com. You can sign up for our newsletter. We promise we won't spam you with a bunch of stuff, but we will send you out a notice about episodes and just a little bit of information sometimes. If you'd like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com. We've got a couple of different levels that you can sign up for. And we want to thank our Patreon members: Samson from Grand Rapids, Bud Dickman from North Carolina, Omar from Detroit, Delivery Cats from Michigan, Frank from Philly, Tom from Volo, Jim from Connecticut, Miguel from GR, Linda from Tampa, Jerry Gillette from Kentucky, Faith from Las Vegas, Metal Kick-Ass from Louisiana, and Anna from New York City via Ann Arbor, Michigan. You can also join our Telegram group. That's how we kind of communicate with each other. And Jason's going to tell you a little bit more about it.
As I'm talking to you about the Telegram group, Larry's going to connect to TikTok so we can both be on the same page, as people were looking at me and I wasn't speaking. Telegram is an amazing app. I'm sure you've definitely heard about it. It's something that you can use to communicate with other people. But we have a group. It's not huge. It's like 52 people. But it's, I've met some great people on there. We've actually vacationed together. I mean, I guess it was a vacation.
Yeah, it was. I'd say so.
Yeah, Gabe's was a drinking vacation.
Weekend of debauchery is what it was.
Yeah, gambling and booze. But no, it's great to pop off if you're frustrated about a delivery or you want to share a funny meme or those kind of things. It's a great app for that. And everything that Larry and I talk about are in the description of the show you're listening to or watching. So you can click on that and join the group if you want to.
Yeah, and speaking of TikTok, please, if you follow us on TikTok, share anything you see from us on any of our socials. It helps us build the show. We're trying to get up to 1,000 followers on TikTok so we can stream the correct way. But right now we have to go through this Yankee way.
Wait a minute. What does that mean? Yankee way?
Janky.
Oh, janky. I thought you said Yankee. I'm like,
I probably did. Janky way. So anyway, yeah, we want to get to 1,000 followers so we can start streaming along with the rest of our stuff. It makes it a lot easier. Yeah. So stories from the road. Jason, you got any stories from the road for us this week?
I just want to confirm that I did do gig work. I did end up getting a Amazon Flex route, 115. So I don't know what the math is. It's over 25, so I'm happy with that. Okay. And unfortunately, with the SNAP benefits shut down, and I didn't think that really would affect, but Spark was freaking dead.
I kept seeing that in all online in different groups that it seemed like it was dead all over.
Absolutely dead. And it was like they usually put the heat waves, like it's a heat graph, I guess, for Spark. And it was just like friggin' flatline all the way through.
Really?
So yeah, I had it on. I got a few here and there, but like it's hard for me to get to leave the house unless it's really good. Like if I was out, I might take those because I'm like right near the store or whatever coming back. Right. But I didn't leave for that. And so I did the route, and I actually got a pretty decent route. I ended up being right in my 5 miles from my house when I finished. So it was a very local route. I think I only put like 70 miles on it because it was super local. So I was very ecstatic. Although it was funny, you're waiting in line and you see these carts come out. And a lot of people think when they see a cart with only 4 packages, it's great. It's usually not great. That means you're going to be driving.
Yeah, you're going to be putting some miles on the car.
Right. So I got mine and it was full to the brim. I was still fussy about it. I could barely push this cart. It goes down the hill. I'm trying to steer it. It took me like 5 minutes to get to my car because that motherfucker was heavy. Oh, and Bubba Sue, I drove in the dark and I hated that. Thank God for the GPS is like really accurate because I can't see shit. I can't see shit out of my tinted windows, and I'm needing some glasses at night. So But other than adventures or stories, I don't really have anything. Hopefully, this weekend Spark will be back. I don't know. I don't know what anyone has said during this week if it's came back or not. But how about you? I know you were hoping for a great money weekend. Did we hit our 1K mark?
No, we did not.
Ooh, we
No, it
did
was.
not.
I don't remember what. I think I ended up about maybe 750, something like that.
Pretty
You know,
good.
yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but it's it was just nothing like it was last year. So Thursday night I went out. It was really slow, but that was because all the fraternities and sororities were working on their homecoming floats. They weren't having any parties Thursday night. So
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Thursday was a bus. Friday, Halloween, busy as all get out. And just queued rides. Just you accept a ride, another one queues up right away. Halloween, I love driving. People are always almost always in a good mood.
Yep.
Like my first or second ride of the night, I picked up at a convenience store. It was a mom and her 3 kids. They were like 11, 8, and 5. They'd been trick or treating, and I guess they went to get a drink or something at the store, and then they just wanted to ride home. And it was like literally like across the street and down like 2 blocks.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, but it was so cute. So we get there and they're all getting out, and all of a sudden I feel like this nudge on my elbow, and I turn around. This little kid's got candy. He's handing me some candy from his stash of candy. I was like, "Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. That's so nice." And then later on that night, probably like a college age kid, she had like a bunch of candies, or cookies, almost
Okay.
like Oreo balls they'll make at Christmas.
Okay.
So yeah, that was really good too.
That was good.
But everybody's generally in a good mood. Didn't have anybody that was like super trashed or being rowdy, but it was very busy. I don't know what was going on downtown, but there were cops everywhere, like
Okay.
for like a couple hours. And then at one point, I was supposed to go pick up at this nightclub that's not near downtown. It's a couple miles away, and I get there, and the side street you have to turn on to go down there was blocked by cops. I don't know if they had a big fight going on or whatever, but I'm like, well, I can't even get down that road, much less pick up. And like my next 5 requests were from different people at that club.
Yeah, they're trying to get out.
I had to turn my app off till I got away from there because I'm like, it's just gonna be getting requests from there. So Friday night was very busy, but the surge wasn't big. And then so I was still out to about 3:15 or so. Got up the next morning, was out by about 9:00. Almost screwed up. And thank goodness Uber gives you that reminder about your driving time.
Right.
Because I forgot. And I was about 15 minutes short.
Well, you slept for 3 minutes. That's why.
So I was getting ready to log on, and it comes on. It's like, 15 minutes before it resets. Do you want to log on? I'm like, no. So I went ahead and went to the car wash and got an iced coffee and some other stuff. Pretty busy during the day, but the surge, like last year on homecoming, it kept surging $27 in this one spot. And I would go pick up it there, then turn off the request, drop that person off, and then drive back to that spot. And I made a couple of hundred doing that. So I remember last year homecoming was my biggest day ever. Like it was 650, I think, something like that. It was a big day. And just there wasn't anything like that this year. And then had a family event about 4:00. So I took a break for a couple hours, and then I was going back out that night, and it was rainy. Getting older, I don't see well in the rain, for sure. And it just wasn't that busy. So I stayed out for about an hour and a half, and I was tired. I'm like, it's not worth it. I'm going to go home. So
yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah, I was cooked.
I mean, it's definitely trouble, like driving in the rain for me. Like if you think you have trouble driving in the rain in a car, getting a school bus, I don't know what it is, but it's so fucking at dark. Imagine. I'm just like, God, like you would think the visibility would be better. I have this giant window, but like it's the worst. It's tough to see the lines on the road.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the lights just aren't bright in the school. I don't know. I absolutely hate that when it's raining. I'm with you 100%. Like,
yeah, raining at night, man, that's my weak spot for sure. Because like you said, it's hard to see the lines in the road.
Yeah.
Like there was a time or two I was like, oh man, I'm like over the line here.
I'd rather drive in snow, honestly, than rain.
Yeah.
Well, Larry's like, I don't know. I don't have
no, I don't mind driving. Snow doesn't bother me at all. I mean, usually with the snow, you can't see where you're at in the road either, but you just follow everybody else's tracks.
Well,
so
yeah,
you're
no
good.
one else can either. So we're
Right,
all on the
so you're
same
good.
page.
But yeah, if you're the only one that's going off the road in the rain, everybody else is that's not a good situation.
For sure.
But
right.
yeah, so you'll be out doing gig work next weekend? This
Thinking
weekend?
about it. I do have some other work to do. Hey Josh on TikTok. So yeah, I think I will. I'm gonna try to get Amazon. Oh, and I forgot to say on Sunday, I literally got up in the morning. Now I know the Lions were playing, but I was willing to watch them delayed if I got a route. But I looked all freaking day and it never went up. All right, it went up to 24.50. And I know it sounds petty, but like, why not just take that? But I'm like, I'm laying on my couch. I'm just chilling, watching football. And I was just like, no, I'm not fucking doing it. Like,
I mean, you have to have a line somewhere, because if you take it for 24.50, well, then why not take it at 24? You gotta have a line, draw the line somewhere, especially if you're at home. Like you said, if you were already out, that's one thing. But
totally
if you're home
different.
and you're comfy, and it takes more to get you out for sure.
Yeah, and I realized I got to mow the lawn, and daylight savings has started, and it gets dark at 5.
Yeah.
So I watched the Lions delayed anyways. I had to message my friend. She's like, "You watching the game?" And I told her, I was like, "Bro, don't say nothing.
Tell me anything." Yeah.
Don't say nothing. And I finally caught up at start of the third quarter.
Yeah.
I should have just worked anyways, because
it's so hard to not learn the score of those games. Man,
well,
you can't look at anything.
I had to almost power my phone. Like, I almost had to power my phone down, because because when you get the commercials, you get bored and you're like going like, oh no, God, no.
Yeah. Like, I've got the Buccaneers app on my phone. I had to turn off notifications from it, because you look at anything, and all of a sudden you're looking at Facebook, and then random post pops up there. It shows you the score, and you're like, damn it.
Well,
I did not want to know.
Well, you have an iPhone. I do too. And you can set up like different do not disturbs. We should set up a sports one where you like, you only get, I don't know, like phone calls and like text from your mom or something crazy like that, where that you're, so you don't get the score.
Exactly. Yeah.
Facebook, I follow a bunch of Lions pages, and it's every time I go there during a Lions game, it's the number one post right at top. So you can tell us how we freaking use our phones so much, because you get bored and you hit Facebook and they're like, oh shit, I think I did all the score.
Yeah. You're like, oh man, did I really see that? Or did I?
Yeah, I know. I pretend. Then I texted my friend. I was like, because they were down.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I going to be sad when I get caught up? She goes, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And she wasn't. I was a lot of it, but
a lot. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. That was a rough game for him. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's move on now to. We won't go down the sports hole again.
No, that maybe Patreon for that.
Yeah. We'll dive on into gig economy in the news. So this first story, it's something we talk about on a regular basis now around here. It seems like Waymo announced it's coming to some more cities, and actually announced 3 cities it's going to be launching in. So Detroit is one of them. So they're coming to Michigan, right down the road from you. They're also coming to Vegas. So Faith will have the Waymos along with the Cybertruck police cars. Did you see that story?
I did see that.
Yeah.
That's an embarrassment.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
You had the big Cybertruck police force and the Waymos, and then also San Diego. So, again, we just go over this every time. They're just, they're rolling out more places. The autonomous travel is coming.
Fast.
Their spokesman said by the end of 2026, they expect to be offering 1 million trips a week. 1 million. That's amazing.
That's literally like a year and a couple months.
But I mean, as of April of this year, they were doing 250,000 rides a week. So,
wow.
Yeah. So,
that's quick.
Yeah, they're gonna says they plan to roll out a mix of the self-driving Jaguar, I-Pace cars, and Zeek. I don't know what the Zeek RT vehicles are. I'm gonna have to look that up and see what that looks like. I don't remember seeing those. We probably have those at some point. Do you remember what they look like?
I don't. Is that like?
No, it's like the bus.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's like a minivan. It's like a big minivan.
Okay, got you.
That's what it looks like. So yeah, we have
So
seen this before.
remind me again. I swear we talked about them being in the UP. And I feel like they kind of misled it because, or maybe we talked about it a long time ago, because according to what I saw, they
Mhm.
had commented that they had been in the UP and they're ready for the snow. So I
They were
swear,
testing. I think they might have been testing up there,
yeah,
and
testing.
yeah.
My I guess my question is, when did we talk about that? Because I feel like it was in the last 90 days, and they're talking like they've already traveled in the snow, which means it would have been last winter, 2024 into 2025. So unless they misquoted when they were, I don't know, maybe they're lying about the snow. I don't know, but I remember talking about it on the show. I just feel like it was in the last 90 days and not like a year ago. I know you're looking it up, but
Yeah,
I was just curious.
see if it says. Well, it says it's been testing in Michigan, including the UP, for several years to prepare for harsh winter conditions.
Well, so maybe they just released that information, like, because it was like a news release from Waymo. It wasn't like somebody spotted it. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, supposedly they've been testing up in snowy places for a couple of years, and then they started the testing in Detroit uh, this week
Okay.
with human drivers, just like they did in Nashville, like they do in almost all the places. They start out with human drivers to mapping out the city streets, things like that, and then at some point they'll transition into pure autonomous driving.
Well, the second that happens, I'm going to be like making a road trip to
Oh
Detroit.
yeah, yeah. Shoot, I would too. Like I said, as soon as, um, yeah, Zoox is the company that does the free Robotaxi service in Vegas.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's kind of the big. Uh, it looks like a big minivan to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as I hear that they're offering rides in Nashville, I'm gonna drive down and
Well, I don't
and
know
take
why
part.
why it's taking so long, because we're at like what, at least
Yeah, I mean they were
we were
testing
there,
in May because we went in June and we were hoping they'd be doing it by then.
but we didn't even. Yeah, they were. Yeah, so it's been a hot
Yeah,
second since they've
yeah.
been testing.
Yeah, now my niece took one in where was it? She was out in California somewhere, I guess San Francisco for work,
Yeah,
and she took one. She loved it. She said
yeah,
she absolutely loved it. Didn't have to
yeah.
worry about dealing with anybody, and she said she never felt any danger. Said she thought it was the coolest thing.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Delivering Vegas. Hi, I'm not sure who that is, but thanks for joining. Hope you enjoy the show. Okay, are we done with that?
yeah. Let's moving on. So
All right.
Jason is going to talk about Uber and wanting to be an AI company.
Yeah, so this was an article on Gizmodo. There was a lot of earnings calls in the last week or so
Yeah.
from a lot of these apps. So they were talking on Tuesday morning, and the executives shared all the ways they were hoping to drive earning growth for the company. And two of the five core strategic areas that executives will be focusing on is AI related. One of the things they announced is that they recently started a pilot program that allows drivers and couriers using the app to make a couple extra bucks by training the AI models. So nothing like, fucking, I don't know, I'll say dick in the dog. Like I don't know what, that's not a good phrase for that. That dick in the dog, people laugh at me all the time. They never heard of dick in the dog. That means like screwing around and you're not, not getting the job done, but
Right.
nothing like shooting yourself in the foot. I guess that's,
Well, you're training your replacement.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I'm trying to like a phrase for like doing that. But Uber users will now be able to complete and get compensated for micro tasks like uploading photos, annotating security footage, recording themselves speaking in their native language, submitting documents, or judging responses. The feature is called Digital Task and is currently only available to drivers and couriers in India and the United States, but obviously they're going to expand it. But then this weird comment by Dara. Some of the roles require PhDs, for example, in physics in order to get the gig done, so to speak, he said.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And we all know that's what they're going for as far as like algorithms. I mean, I think the AI is already there for that. I don't know. It does kind of seem like a weird, like that's one of their core things for earnings, I guess. I don't know if they didn't release everything they wanted to do with the AI. Obviously the AI to drive earnings through autonomous vehicles, we all know that. That's
Yep.
I mean, that's no secret. There was a couple other things. They said that the admitted that the autonomous vehicles are not yet profitable and likely won't be for a few more years. So, and they talked about this, and I didn't really see a lot on it, but they talked about beyond the issue of profitability, robotaxis are riddled with safety concerns. Just last week, a beloved bodega cat in San Francisco was killed after being hit by a vehicle belonging to the robotaxi giant. The incident caused public outrage and pushed for a city supervisor to call for legislation that would allow counties to be able to ban autonomous vehicles, which I kind of think that should be a thing. I mean, if the public votes, why not? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want a city leader being able to go, yeah, we're not doing it. But if it goes on the ballot and the public has spoken, then I think it's fine to ban it. And you really can't give the Waymo a hard time. Any other person could have hit that cat.
Yeah. Like I said, we expect these autonomous cars to be perfect because that's just how our mind goes. It's a robot, or it's whatever it is. It should not do it. But I mean, that cat could be hit by just a regular driver, and as sad as it is, it happens.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I don't think the car swerved off the road to hit him.
No, the cat probably ran out just like a freaking deer would. They're animals. I mean, us drivers are more predictable than animals. We don't know what the hell they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, it happened. I hit a dog when I was driving for Uber years ago. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do. God, I would. Oh, so sad.
Yeah, it was bad. But I mean, literally, again, nothing I could do. The dog ran out. He actually ran into my car.
Yeah, that's tough. God, I don't ever want that to happen because I'll be so sad.
Yeah, it was not a good night. But and I think that's a good idea. If I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. If a municipality or even a state, whatever, if they put it on the ballot and they don't want it, then don't have it.
I mean, that's what this country is founded on is voting on shit. Like, you can't really bitch about it when you see the vote. Like, we had a bunch of proposals that did pass, but I also would be like, if it didn't pass, I'd be like, well, either people didn't get out and vote, or the people that did don't want it. So it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, you can't like it when it just goes your way, and not like it when not accept it when it goes the other way.
I can be pissy about it, but
as much as some people would like that to be
right. Yeah, the current administration. I mean, even when he won, I'm like, fuck, my opinion. So this is my opinion only. I didn't want him to win, but hey, the people voted, so fuck it. We just gotta do it. I mean, that's the point.
Yep.
You want a dictator? No.
Yeah. No.
All right, we'll stop it right there.
Yeah, before we go too deep. Oh, okay.
Well, speaking of hitting cats, Larry.
Yeah, so and this is an interview with, let me get their name here. Christian Korsek. She is, the CEO of Waymo. And so she was doing an interview, and the question came up as you would expect it to be come up in one of these interviews. The interviewer asked her, will society accept a death caused by a robotaxi or a robot? And she answered. She said, "I think I really think that society will. I think the challenge for us is making sure that we have a high enough bar on safety." That we're held to, because again, as we said, people are, how many people a day are killed in car accidents by stupid drivers.
Right.
And she went on to say that, self-driving cars are going to dramatically reduce the number of crashes, but it's not going to be 100%. She said, we have to be open and honest about this. We know it's never going to be perfection. It's just not, it's not feasible. She said, as a company, this is something that we think about constantly. We don't say whether it's going to happen. We say when, because we know that it's going to happen, and we plan for it. And so, to me, that was really a perfect response for that. You don't want them promising that, no, it's not going to happen, it's going to be so safe. She's very open and honest about the fact that it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen, and we have plans in place to deal with it. And she talked about the numerous times that they pulled back on things because a safety concern had come up. They've changed their plans. They've scaled back. They've stopped testing in places for certain amounts of times while they figured things out. Which is good. That's what you want a company to be responsible for their actions and what's going on.
Do you feel like, are you okay with it? Are you accepting of a death? Like, do you understand? I think as a tech guy, you probably
Mhm.
do. But also, do you think, well, if it's still going to happen, are we ready to put it on the road? Like, let's say fast forward 100 years, is that still going to happen? Meaning,
Yeah,
like,
I don't think we can go that far forward just with the speed of
okay,
technology.
well,
100 years. I mean, I think in 5 years, is it still going to happen? I would say so.
yeah,
But again, it's just one of those things you would expect it to lessen,
correct.
as time goes by, not go more. What am I willing to accept it? I mean, um, that's a hard question. Yeah, because I think, well, I know that if they're out there, it's going to happen.
Yeah, for the greater
Uh,
good, right? Like, I don't want to sacrifice grandma, but like,
right, right.
we
No,
got to get to the point. It's going to happen.
right. And when it happens, these companies have to be held responsible for it.
Yeah, so that's a good point you bring up. The
Mm-hmm.
responsibility for like who's at fault,
Mm-hmm.
do they have their own insurance? Like, because you don't have a human. Like, how do you charge a
Right.
Waymo with manslaughter?
And especially like, what if it's a Waymo that's being run through Uber? You get two or
Yeah,
three companies involved, two or three layers there. Who's going to be the ultimate responsible? Is it going to be Waymo? Is it going to be Uber? Is it going to be both of them? I mean, it's a lot to think about. A lot, just a
well,
lot
what
of
I think about
aspects.
is like your phone. My phone.
Hmm.
It has shit happen to it all the time. I mean, it's nothing major, you force close the app, it
Hmm.
refreshes, whatever. But what if that happens in a Waymo and it
Hmm.
kills somebody? Like,
Hmm.
whatever. Like, who's gonna go to jail for that?
Right.
Because typically, when you do have even though it may have not been like well, that would be your fault. Um, not like a drunk driver or something, but somebody may have been
Hmm.
like, a biker went in the road and you killed them, and
Hmm.
I guess you're gonna serve a little bit of time. What are you gonna do with Waymo? Like, just
Yeah, that's a good point that I haven't thought much about. I'm sure a lot of people haven't. Yeah, I don't see the CEO,
right.
Waymo going to jail or some, are they going to pull out some poor programmer dude and say he's
Well,
the one who wrote that line of code, man? Sorry,
I mean,
uh,
I wouldn't, or you hire people just for that. Like, hey, if this happens, you're gonna have to go
you got to
do.
be the fall guy, man. You got to
You're
be.
gonna
We're
do
gonna
a,
we're gonna
a
pay you
year.
like $50 million.
Yeah,
You're gonna live a life of luxury until then, and then when you get out, you'll be good. But yeah, you might have to go down might have to do some time. Like be like a mafia guy. You got to be a
right.
stand up guy here.
Or you just find them so much money, so much insane amount of money that it's
Mhm.
actually going to hurt. But then how does that feel for the victim's family? You know what I mean? Because then it's like, okay, they lost $50 million, but where's my, people want a pound of flesh,
Sure,
I'm not, no pun intended, but they just do want that. And I'm, oh man, the legality thing that's why I
sure,
feel like it's moving a little too fast. Like, oof, man.
yeah. Yeah, no, I agree because, like I said, it's one of those things that was on the periphery of everything for a while, and then all of a sudden it's like wham! It's in our face every week, every time we look for stories, to talk about in the podcast. It's half the stuff we come across. It's dealing with autonomous cars or robots, food delivery robots, or drones. It's just
Yeah.
everywhere.
Well, I think I remember us maybe talking in the first quarter of the year, and we're
Mhm.
like, yeah, it's gonna get, it's not going away. And yeah, now you're right. It's like every day we look for news or online, it's all about self-driving. So
Yeah,
it's here, and
coming
it's
quick.
not going away.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
going away.
it would be, it'd be so neat to be able to see in the future what things look like 10 years or 20 years from now.
Yeah.
That'd be really wild. You know,
I am personally, I'm looking forward to it.
yeah,
I do like to drive, but once I get comfortable with it and I know that I can like freaking take a nap,
Mhm.
eat a sandwich, play on my phone, and I can take a car like to Detroit and back and
Yeah.
not have to like deal with it. Like I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it before, like I said, driving on long trips, I mean, how cool would it be to, you get in your car, taking that, man, you wake up, you're at your destination that's, 4 hours away or whatever.
I know. I mean, I think it'll connect a lot of families together, and
Yeah,
again, depending on the cost and how much the car is and stuff like that, it might. I can see it getting to a point where it's cheaper than air travel, and you
sure.
still have like someone driving for you. Yeah, you got to do the time, quote unquote, but
Mhm.
at least you're not like stuck to the wheel.
Yeah,
So
but there's a lot of stuff to be hashed out, and my concern, or one of my concerns, is uh, the legislation and the laws never, it takes a while to catch up with the technology. It just
yeah,
does. Technology changes so fast, and our system works at a snail's pace at best. And so it will take a while for the legislation to catch up with what's actually going on. So
yeah,
that's
for
that's
sure.
always a concern.
Yep.
All right, moving on. Jason's going to talk about Lyft trying to increase some late night rides at University of Michigan.
Yeah, this kind of Larry had shared this article and I didn't know they were doing stuff like this.
Mhm.
So I guess on starting July 1st of this year, they this hold on, University of Michigan contracted Lyft to provide students with a new curb to curb late night transportation option to complement its existing offerings.
Mhm.
With the Night Owl Rides by Lyft program, students can get $4 off any ride with a service between 8 p and 7 a. So students have themselves to thank for the program, as central student government reached out to Lyft to learn about a partnership opportunity. So I don't know. It's clearly working. I didn't think, as I give you these stats, I didn't think $4 would, but just 3 weeks into the new semester, the program has dramatic results. Thousands of students that entered the program, and Lyft rides in Ann Arbor are roughly twice the level they were in 2024 and nearly 3 times what they were in the evening hours when the program is active. In fact, 4 p.m. used to be the most popular time for people in that area to take
Mhm.
Lyft rides in Ann Arbor, to get from work, home, class, grab some food, but now it's 11 p.m. So I think this is really good. I think it's good in a couple different ways.
Mhm.
It may be keeping like drunk drivers off the road,
Sure.
and it's really increasing the revenue for drivers,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is great. Yeah, let's see.
I was going to say, should help Gabe out, but he didn't do late night.
No, 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 it doesn't. But I mean, he's been out at, what did I say, 7 p or no, 8 p to 7 a. But I can't imagine, like, I don't know, to me, like $4 doesn't seem like enough. I don't know. Maybe it is for a college student, but like four
Mhm.
dollars doesn't seem enough to get me to go to Lyft over Uber, I guess. Although, I don't know, maybe. I'm kind of cheap sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to be a passenger, yeah, I always compare both of them and
Right.
see
Um,
what's cheaper.
but it's kind of cool that this is like, I shit on Lyft all the time, but like they are doing some things.
They are. They're throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what
Well, they're
sticks.
connecting with community a little bit in the colleges. I think it's super cool.
Mhm. Yeah, I think, like I said, this CEO is not so new anymore, but I think, he's trying a lot of different ideas, which is great because for so long it seemed like Lyft was kind of stagnant.
Yeah.
Uh, but, and a lot of these, and I'm sure there's a lot of them that we don't even hear about,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we just happened to come across this one.
Yeah, when I saw this in Reddit, I'm like, this is super cool.
Yeah.
I really like that they're working together.
Yeah.
Delivering Vegas says astronauts died when we were trying to get to the moon. Sometime human loss. I mean, it is. You just don't want it to be your human loss.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And when that loss does happen, I mean, they still got to pay the price for it. Like
Hmm.
just because you need this to get progress, the company still has to pay. You know, you fucked up. So
Yeah.
guess what? You got to pay somehow monetarily or due time or something like that. But
Definitely.
I agree. I mean, it's the cost of doing business and moving forward in the technology.
Yeah. I mean, not even just the space program. I mean, look how many people died building the Panama Canal, or
Yeah.
the old skyscrapers, or the big bridges in the country. It is part of it.
Yeah.
Um, um, but it's a little different because kind of those people signed up to build those things. Whereas if you're just an innocent bystander, it
Yeah, but
is a little different.
you
But
can fucking die from a regular car too.
yeah,
So
yeah, for sure,
I mean, they
yeah.
do need to be held to a higher standard, I think,
Hmm.
because they are putting something out there without technically a human in there.
Yeah.
Well, there is no human,
Yep.
but yeah, so we'll see.
All right. So moving on. So now I'm going to talk about a story that was posted. I thought this was kind of cool. There's this guy's an entrepreneur. Apparently, he's a big deal. His name's Nav Shah. I hope that's pronouncing it right. But he shared a clip on his social media. He was talking about he was over in Fiji taking an Uber, and his driver ended up being an 86-year-old man. And he was having a conversation with him, talking and asking about the driver, his life and everything. It turns out the 86-year-old guy, which was kudos. If you're driving, I ain't driving Uber
I
at
mean,
86.
fuck.
No way, not happening.
I'm questioning his ability to drive. Like, I wonder how that drive went.
As much as I love it, rideshare, not doing it at 86.
No.
But anyway, so he was talking to him and asking him about money and finances and different things. And said he was shocked when it turns out that the guy turns out to be a successful businessman. He owns 13 jewelry stores, 6 restaurants, a local newspaper, 4 supermarkets. And he said that for the past 10 years, he's been doing rideshare, and all the money he earns from the rideshare, he puts it toward education of 24 girls each year. So I guess
wow.
they're schooling. Said that, just talking with him and seeing how this guy's wealth and success hadn't changed his compassionate nature, just really had a real big impact on that. He said, when I asked him why does he still do it, he said, I send this money to educate girls in India. Every trip helps another one go to school. He said that, the secret to life is be positive, be happy, and be truthful. That's all you need. So,
well, that's great and all, but I mean, your company generates 175 million a year. Like, I don't know. Don't you find it a little strange?
see, it says annual turnover. I don't know. I don't know if they mean if that's the amount that they. I don't think that's profit. That's not. Yeah, that's not profit.
Yeah, the verbiage is a little weird, but
yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, you would think if you're that successful, then you could just pay for it out of your pocket.
Right. And maybe, some people like the interaction. Some
I
people
do.
like to drive because of that. And I just don't know why you would if you were. I mean, if we had that money, we wouldn't be. I mean, I love
if I had that money right now, I wouldn't be doing it. And if I was 86, I ain't doing it no matter what.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got one foot in the box, but
yeah,
I mean, I guess props to him if he enjoys doing it and it keeps him healthy. I guess,
yeah.
But yeah. So whatever.
All right. Anyway, we can be so cynical sometimes.
Oh, we such dicks. Such dicks.
All right, moving on. Jason's going to talk about interaction. I guess a note on DoorDash that a customer was sending to his. Well, the driver, I guess the dasher was sending to his customer.
Yeah. So you kind of got to read between the lines, but they were texting, be there soon. And the dasher said, "Can you please bless me? I really need it." And then he was like, "Only paying me $2 for this order." Oh wait, I think I read this wrong. So in my head, okay, I fucked up.
Oh, well, I mean, it's November. It's about time it happened.
Well,
right?
Yeah, right. Well, what was it last week that we were talking about? I can't remember, and I never thought of the package, the delivery bag. You had thought they weren't ever putting the food in the bag, and I never thought about that. So okay, back to this. I thought he was saying bro, I ain't gonna bless you. You only paying me for this order, but I think that's not what happened. Didn't you catch that when he did prep? Did you wonder why I wanted to talk about this?
Well, no, I mean, it's still worth talking about
I'm
when
gonna
people are
gaslight you.
sending these kind of messages. You're just it's kind of like a backhanded way of asking for a bigger tip.
Yeah, for sure.
Bless
For
me, I'm only getting $2 for this order. Well, you took the order.
Yeah, no, that is the real. Yeah, you can. That is right. He's trying to make people feel bad. I thought the driver was like, I don't know why. I'm a fucking idiot.
He's like, I'm not blessing you.
Yeah,
F
yeah,
you.
yeah. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. But yeah, don't beg for shit online. Like, don't beg for tips. Like, you chose to take it.
Yep.
And I wonder if it works because we do see those posted a lot.
That we do.
You know what I mean?
We've talked about it how many, gazillion times, and
Yeah.
that's just the ones we decided to talk about. We see 10 times that amount.
Oh yeah, and we don't do anything with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It must work. I mean, just like the people are, he clearly still taking the $2 ones and just trying to hustle. And if you do 10 $2 ones and you get an extra $20, is it worth it? I don't know.
Maybe.
No, we'll never find out. So
no, because we're not doing that.
We're not going to do that. Yeah, and we're probably not going to talk to these people.
All righty. Now it's time.
Waymo in the news.
Perfect.
All right, we will watch this clip and then we'll discuss.
Waymo car merges into oncoming traffic.
No. It's gonna try to go in the other lane. Okay, wait, now it's turning. It's gonna try to go in the other lane. I know, but it's so confused by these cones. Don't. Oh my God! Oh my God! That's so scary! Waymo, figure it out! Wait, is it gonna do it again? No, because now it's normal. Okay. Oh man.
Stop. Those girls were cracking me up. They were dying.
they were like thought they were gonna see this big crash right in front of them, which so for our audio listeners, there's a Waymo. It's in a lane, and on the left is construction cones separating it from the other lane, which is normally it's a 2-lane road, but they're doing construction. So the other lane is used for the traffic going the other direction right now. And Waymo keeps trying to pull over so it can pass this car in front of it. And so it ends up pulling through the cones, going into the other lane, right into oncoming traffic. But luckily it has enough time to get back over before this car's coming, right toward it.
I mean, in Waymo's defense, some of that rerouting, I'm confused with.
Oh yeah. I've done similar things before.
Yeah, so I can't shit on it too much. The one thing I would express to like maybe the engineers is like, hey, when we're in construction zones, let's not try to jockey.
Stay in your lane.
Finish it out, and then we can reassess what's going, because it may have not realized it was an oncoming lane, because I think it threw it off a little bit. That semi truck was getting over for something way over there, because I was confused too. I didn't even, from that perspective, I didn't know what was going on with the cones.
Right. Yeah. And you see it all the time when you're in construction. It says stay, they have signs, stay in your lane, because it does. It gets confusing, and people will do stuff like that, trying to go around, and next thing you know, you're in oncoming traffic.
I often wonder too, we read a lot of stuff when we're driving up on that stuff. I don't think the Waymos, I don't think they're reading the signs. You know what I mean? I think they're just basing their maneuvers off what the flow of the traffic is doing. But yeah, man, I tell you, I think that's where we're going to see our biggest screw ups.
Yeah, Bubba Stu says Waymo can't handle cones, and this could be where the fatality comes from in a construction.
Yeah, it cuts over, and then all of a sudden there's a car there, and it can't.
Yeah, or a construction worker is there and doesn't see it.
Yeah. Again, in a little bit of a defense, it is very challenging.
Yes.
Or maybe they avoid it. Maybe they say, sorry, this ride's going to take longer due to construction. we are not ready to go through construction or something like that. You know what I mean?
We're too stupid to drive through construction.
Well, right. But I would shit myself if I was in Detroit and there was construction and I was like, well, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And you're in that Waymo and it goes into the other lane. Yeah.
I'm ducking down. I'm laying on the floorboard in the back. I don't even want to see it. Like if I'm going out, like just like take me out. I don't want to see it happening.
Just be oblivious to it.
Josh says Tesla can handle cones. He's such a Tesla fanboy. Yeah, I'm sure it can. But we're not talking about Tesla. We're talking about Waymo. So fuck off, Josh. No, I'm kidding. We haven't had, speaking of Tesla, we haven't heard a ton about the robotaxis and the issues. I can't remember the last time we talked about it. I mean, we throw Waymo under the bus, but it's all encompassing, and we wouldn't hesitate to bring up a robotaxi. But
we just hadn't seen those stories. Yeah, we haven't seen those stories yet
at all. I mean, I'd love to throw that under there. Anything to throw Elon Musk under the bus.
They'll be coming. It'll happen.
Yeah, but I mean, Josh brings up a good point though. If they can handle cones, I mean, what else can they handle better?
Yeah,
D's nuts. Oh, okay,
oh,
sorry. That was so juvenile. Anyways,
where's the sound effects?
Yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah, I forgot.
All right. On that note, we'll move on. And we talk a lot of times about how most of these stories we never do any follow up on any.
Yes.
Of them. Well, this is a story that we talked about. I mean, it's been a while back now.
90 days, I bet.
I bet it's longer than that when we talked about. So? Yeah, when we talked about. Let's see if it has a date in here. I don't think it does when that happened. But anyway, this is a guy in Michigan. He was he was a city official, some kind of city official. Anyway, there was a DoorDash driver who was in the neighborhood trying to find a house, said his GPS supposedly wasn't working right. He was stopping, asking some directions at different places. Well, apparently he pulled into this house. When he was leaving, the guy came out and fired off some shots, and one of them ended up killing the guy. So now his wife has been charged with, for allegedly deleting video evidence related to the case.
The wife?
The wife. Yes.
Shit.
So, May 2nd is when the shooting happened. So it's been a while.
Okay.
May 2nd.
All right.
Let's see. So after speaking with investigators, the wife allegedly deleted 17 videos from their doorbell camera, and she later texted a friend saying that she had permanently deleted the videos. Then she later told detectives she didn't know anything about the shooting, denied knowing that anybody came to their house, didn't know anything about what they're talking about.
Well, is that really deleting evidence if the cops don't have possession of it? It's just her own. I mean, I'm not defending this lady, but I'm just saying if it's her own data from Ring, doesn't she have a right to delete it? Or am I missing?
Not if there's a crime on it. No.
Really? Even if it's not in police custody?
Yeah, I don't think that matters. That'd be like me at my house. True. If I shoot somebody and it's caught on camera, well, if I delete that video, it doesn't matter that it's my video.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah. I know it's different because it's like a doorbell camera.
I know.
It does come across.
Wait a minute. That's my fucking shit.
Yeah. It does, yeah.
You're right. That's a good point.
Still covering up. It's just like, hey, this is my computer. I can delete that child pornography. If I want to.
Yeah. Okay. I get your point, Larry. Move on.
Okay.
Sorry. Dumbass of the night.
Right. So just to refresh everybody's about this case. So it said that the surveillance video of the shooting that was obtained by this newspaper showed the gig worker approaching the Riley's house. He had a plastic bag. He rings the doorbell. He puts up his hand like he's waving at the person. And then it shows him, going back to his car. It shows the owner of the house, John Riley. He comes out. He has a crossbody holster on. He comes out. He fires a shot into the yard. He yells "go" twice at the car. And then he fires one more time. And then as he fires that last shot, you can hear somebody cry out. And that's the shot that went to the back of the car, hit the guy in the back and killed him.
So we didn't see all that video. We only saw the guy shooting because I didn't know he had I thought he was lost. I didn't know he had walked up to the
Right. No, we didn't see that in the first one. That
Yeah.
was not in the first story we did.
Gotcha. Okay.
That had not all come out yet. I'm sure they hadn't. I'm sure they had to go to Ring to get the video because she deleted it. So they had. I'm sure they had to subpoena that and get all that. So I'm sure that took a while.
Yeah,
we didn't know any of that.
Delete it. That shit's still there.
It's in the cloud. It's not going away. So yeah, we didn't know that when we first talked about it. It sounded like you said that he was just driving around, and this guy comes out and is yelling at him.
Right.
But still, I mean, just because this guy came up to your door and knocked, that doesn't give you a right to fire shots at him.
Right. Yeah, well, no.
Yeah, I know. I know you didn't apply that, but
yeah, well, you just wanted to be clear, right? For
yes,
our audience.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, I don't know. And he's being represented. Of course, attorney saying he killed him in self-defense. And he's actually being represented by the same person who represented let's see, Daniel Penny, the Marine in New York who put the chokehold on the guy, and the guy ended up dying. Do you remember that story?
Oh yeah.
In the subway car.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's the same attorney is representing this guy. So
he's
got some money.
I don't know. It's not going to go well. I mean, you can't just fire your gun like a fucking dick. Like, there was no threat. There was no immediate threat.
The guy's driving off in his car.
Yeah, and
you can't do that.
200 yards away.
Yeah.
That pissed
but
me
now,
off.
yeah, like I said, his wife obviously covered up evidence, and now she's going to the pokey too.
Yeah,
so,
good. Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
Idiots. Yeah. All right. Let's. I'm making an executive decision.
All right. Jump on.
Let's do 9 and 10.
Okay. So number 9, we'll play this short video. Yeah, let's see how long this one is. Okay, it's like a minute and a half. So this is about a food delivery.
It should be right outside. Thank you so much. And I'll tip on the app.
Do you have the pin?
Huh?
Do you have a pin?
Pen?
Mm-hmm.
A pen?
Yeah, for your
Hold on. I don't know. It didn't have a pen.
Normally it's the last 4 of your phone number.
Okay, so 7068?
Nope.
Huh?
Nope, that's not it.
That's not it?
Mm-mm.
That's the last word of my phone number.
Okay. It should be on your app if you go to your app.
Let me get my other phone. All right, it's not on there. It didn't have a pen. Is this it?
No, that's not it. Hold on.
But this is the order, right?
Yeah, but you need the pin. That looks
but you
like
see, it's everything that's on the order.
Yeah, but it looks like a screenshot. Whoever sent you that, you can ask them for the pin.
A screenshot?
Yeah.
But you see that everything that's in that bag is on this order.
Yeah. What you can do is contact. Let me contact DoorDash and.
Wait, what? Can you just look at the order and see it's the same thing that's on the order?
Yeah, but it has to have a pin on it.
But can't you just do it without the pin? Like I did DoorDash before. You don't need the pin.
I can. That's why I'm going to call them first because, a lot of people like to report their stuff stolen after they received it without the pin.
So you're trying to say I'm going to report it? You can record just, you take a picture of you giving it to me?
No.
All right. So, yeah, I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on this. Would you have given them the food or no?
No, absolutely not. The driver did the right thing.
Yeah.
And it sounds like someone else may have ordered it. I think towards the end, she kind of like figured it out.
He said it was a screenshot. Yeah. And the whole thing seemed weird because he's like, well, it's usually the last 4. And she gives it to him. And he's like, no, that's not it. And she goes, okay, let me go get my other phone. And
yeah.
so if you ordered it from another phone, then it would be that phone number, not the phone you have in your hand. And then if it's a screenshot, why do you have just a screenshot? Something's weird.
Yeah, I actually don't think she was trying to be shady. I think she was frustrated that she couldn't get it for whatever reason. Somebody else ordered it for her. I don't know, but it is true. It is usually the last 4 of your phone number.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm not giving her that shit. No, he literally stated why he didn't because people reported it stolen without a pin. Like, I don't know. Now, I don't know, but I don't know if DoorDash sets that pin up for them because they've been shady customers and reported a lot of shit stolen, or if they just themselves, because maybe they don't live in the greatest neighborhood and they don't want to get stolen. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I don't know either. Same way with rideshare and stuff. Sometimes it seems random, but yeah, I wouldn't give it to them either. Just for those reasons you stated. Sure enough, you give it to them and it comes back and reported not delivered, and that comes back on you as the dasher.
Yeah, and in the comments, everyone was like, "Yeah, he's doing the right thing." Like, I don't know why you're.
Yeah, and it shouldn't take long for him to contact DoorDash and get it worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, and once they say that you can drop it off, then
it's out of your hands. Yeah, not
definitely screenshot that shit though. Like,
for sure,
you may never need it, but like if DoorDash says you may deliver it, screenshot it, put it in a folder somewhere so that
save that for sure, because you won't be able to get to it again once it's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That we know for sure. Once it's off your screen, you're never going to see it again.
Yes, it is out of there. Okay, so our last one's going to be Instacart story here, and it's about 30 seconds.
Guys, I was cackling at this comment because you just know this was probably a male Instacart shopper that did this. She ordered Members Mark petite white hoagie rolls, but I want small hoagie rolls as shown and not potatoes. Somebody brought her a bag of potatoes instead of rolls. Guys, come on. I could totally understand her reasoning for comments. Like, no shame to her for putting detailed comments in this. This is so funny to me.
So Shelby, I love Shelby. She's a creator on TikTok and does Instacart, and I gave her some shit for it, but I'm like, why is it always got to be the males? I don't know. I said something like that. Yeah. And so she gave me some love back, and I saw her on TikTok tonight because I told her I was going to play it, so I'll clip it and send it to her. But that's some funny shit, because if you look at it, straight up
looks like a bag of potatoes, man.
It does, and that's a shame, because I do use pictures as reference. Like, you should use both pieces of information. You got the written and you got that. Now, he did definitely, and I don't even know how it got delivered like that though, because isn't there at least
don't you have to scan it?
Well, exactly. If I scan friggin' potatoes,
it's not gonna work.
I mean, maybe on Instacart, if you fight it enough, it lets you override it. A lot of times it'll say, is it either DoorDash or Uber, but I'll be like, hey, I'll let you override it, but you got to take a picture, and it sends it to the customer.
Yeah.
So at least they have some time to dispute it or whatever.
Yeah, and say, no, dumbass, that's not what I want.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how stupid are you? Yes, it does. It does too look like potatoes, Josh. You can't even spell potatoes. Look at how you type that. Josh. Oh my God. I love you. Yeah. It does. Larry agreed with me 100%. Yeah. It looks like a bag of potatoes.
Yeah, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, like maybe you're looking at it on a small phone. Yeah, Josh, and it doesn't, but it definitely looks like potatoes. But giving hate to the males. I try to do my best. I really do. I don't want to be that shopper, although I must be somewhat, because I cannot get my rating on Spark above a 4.7. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, I don't block the door. I keep it out of the rain. On apartments, I knock on the door because I don't want it to get stolen. Like, I try to do all the things, but God, I cannot get above a 4.7. So,
oh well,
not good.
That happens.
It happens.
All righty. Well, I think that's all we got for tonight. We will be on Patreon here in about 8 minutes. So if you want to join the Patreon stream and you're not a member yet, go ahead and join. You can do that 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, you can discontinue. Won't be charged, but we appreciate it if you do continue. You can even be part of the show on the Patreon stream. We have an option where you can actually join the show, be part of it. So we'll see you there in about 8 minutes. Thanks everybody for watching tonight, and as always,
don't put up with it. No, that's what you're supposed to
I know
say.
I was getting ready to say,
oh,
don't put up with anybody's bullshit.
And we'll see you on the road.
All right, good
Josh
night,
talking shit. Your 30-inch. Oh, on my 30-inch computer. Is that how you talk about your penis too?